Are you ready for a show? Talking real life. Sophisticated, melanated, we gotta feel right. Men and women, black culture, yeah, that's real life. Yeah, that's real life. Put it in the air. Let's go. Another show. Put it in the air. Let's go. Stop the show. George D and Tony says, Asia.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
I see you.
Welcome to episode 165. The Deuce got me choking a little bit. It's your boy George D. Tone says Asia be back. They being responsible. And I love it. Asia celebrating Mother's Day. So we want to start this off by shouting every mother in the world, everybody who's listening to this, shout y'all out. Mothers that are present, mothers to be, and all those that are shooting a shot right now to get somebody to become their future mother. Shout out to y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio, we want to welcome Crystal, a.k.a. Oh, no, we can't say AKA. we cannot do that. We cannot do that. We're just going to say Crystal. We shout out Crystal,
Better known
y'all.
as, also known as
Chrissy Pearl on IG. Prissy Pearl 18.
Yes.
Y'all go follow her right now at Prissy Pearl 18. Thank you for coming through, showing
only if
us
they're
love.
Single men.
How do you feel about the pay that educators get? And do you think if they were figured out already that we would get better educators? What do you think the solution is to that? Are we getting better educators because they are underpaid, in my opinion? The ones who actually love it are doing it, or will we get better ones if we paid better? If it paid better?
It's definitely a double-edged sword. However, I think if the pay was better and if the work-life balance was better, if the respect was better, teachers, being a teacher or being an educator, right? Because at this point, I've transcended, I believe, in my career from just being a teacher to being an educator, because I talk about life in totality. And sometimes as a teacher, you just have that specific course,
okay,
or that specific subject that you're teaching.
Yeah.
And teachers, unfortunately, have been robbed of the opportunity to be creative and talk about things that are a little bit outside of the box, but still matter in the realm of whatever subject it is that they're teaching. So the respect factor is at an all-time low. I felt like it might have gotten a little better, but no. You have people who go into education because they know they'll have loan forgiveness. I have worked with teachers who are like, I hate this job. I don't want to be here. I'm here because the pay is well. Teachers who get their master's or go into a specialty like special education, you get paid more money, but you don't really have the heart for it. You have to have the heart. You have to have an unwavering patience to work with students, especially when you're in an urban area, because you're going to deal with a lot. But when you go into specialties like special education, that's just a different level.
Okay.
And so knowing that there are people out here that go into that just so that they can get higher pay coming out of college is very troublesome for me, because I know you're not here because you really love children and you want to see them grow and push past the boundaries and the labels that have been placed on them. So unfortunately, like I know a guy who was like, my loans will be will be paid off or forgiven this year and I'm leaving. And that's exactly what he did. And the bad thing about it is if you're not a teacher with a master's in most places, you're not going to really make the money. You kind of have to wait for the years to give you the money. But we all know, like, there are some people who will wait out the time to get what they want. And also, you really do have to like kids.
Yeah.
I like kids. I love them.
Okay.
I also know my area is high school.
Okay.
I don't really need the little ones. They need a lot of all students need a lot of hand holding and hugging and loving. But
What they call that scaffolding or something like that?
Well, scaffolding goes into something else.
Go ahead.
On how you teach your lesson and how you kind of rewind to bring students back up to where you need them to be. But little kids, you really have to like hug them and wipe their noses. And I don't want to wipe your nose.
Okay.
And you're very germy. Sounds like little ones are not, not really for me, right?
Yeah.
They need a different type of hand holding.
Okay.
Middle schoolers, they feeling themselves. That's when the hormones really, people think high school kids are like, no.
Middle schoolers?
Middle schoolers. That's like, what was they like gremlins. Not lying to y'all. They're like gremlins.
Okay.
High schoolers, those are my babies. Those are the lost children. Because everybody feels like, oh, they think they know everything. They don't want to listen. And really, those are the ones that are crying out for attention. They want your attention. They want your help. They want somebody to care. Period. And it doesn't even matter if they come from like a great home, whatever that looks like. They still want somebody else that's not at home. And some of them can voice it and some of them cannot. But when you're at home, and let's say you have the quote unquote good home, your parents are expected to be like, you're handsome, George. Look at you. You're just the most handsomest guy in the whole wide world. Meanwhile,
it don't be the case.
They're not telling you that you're not going to be handsome to everybody, right? Because that's life.
Yeah.
You're not really giving your children the real deal about life and what it looks like and what it means and how to deal with it when it happens. I remember one time, this is like right around when American Idol came out. And my sister was like, I'm going to go on American Idol and I'm going to win. And my mother was like, girl, you cannot sing. Like, you're going to be one of the people that's on the bloopers in the front that we laugh at.
Yeah.
And my sister was so offended. And it was very funny for me. It was very comical. But it was very true. Like, my sister cannot sing.
Yeah.
She don't even have a shower voice. Like, nah, sis, it's not for you. So when you have parents who aren't really telling their children the truth and the whole truth, right?
Yeah.
Or lying by omission is what I like to call it for some of them.
Yeah.
You're setting your son and your daughter up for failure.
Happy Mother's Day.
It's a thankless job.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
And I believe it's July. My best friend going to be mad at me if I forget this. I think it's July. Is it July 26th? It's Auntie's Day.
That's Auntie's Day?
There's and it is. And
I didn't know
better
about
get
that.
something for Auntie's Day.
And with that being said, we thank y'all for listening to episode 165. Thank you, Miss Crystal.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to bring her back. We got the full group in the building. See if we can get all that energy in. Today she came in. She said, I got you. I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? Going to leave you lonely out here being the mother that she can be. So I appreciate you. Y'all can find her online at what?
Prissy Pearl 18.
At Prissy Pearl 18. Oh, wow. She keep mad at me because I keep calling her.
The single men.
Yeah, single men.
Especially the single men.
Single, somewhat, sort of, kind of like the high value men that Kevin talked about, but the more so the one that she talked about, that single man.
Yeah, that's
holla at her. Holla at her.
Holla at your girl.
Holla at her.
That's right.
And on that note, you can find me online at It's George D. You can find Tone Sets at BTB_SCS. You can find Asia at APhil1823. We actually go follow the podcast right now at Pintap_podcast. That's at PINTAP_podcast. Click the link there. And once you click the link, you'll be able to subscribe to any audio platform of your choice. Listen to all the audio, and catch all the videos on the website. We thank y'all for listening. We are out.